Shalom. It's Hawu. You know what's gonna be like one of the funniest things I see is when I watch all these people run. When they run, all of them, they get up and run their behinds back to their lands. See, we thinking, and this is just because you're not what is you doing, my man? You see, some people don't need to drive, man. They don't see stop signs, but they hit the brakes. They stop. Like, some of these people are weird, and then can't drive. Jesus Christ, I'd have flew around this jump. But yeah. So, what I was about to say? Yeah. So when you start seeing these other nations fleeing back to their land, right? Y'all gonna be thinking. A lot of people, you hearing them. Well, you hear rumors, people saying us because we waking up and we ain't gonna go for it. That ain't why they running. I mean, it's a part of it, but they worried about us, but they not worried about us. You understand what I'm saying? What they are worried about is this phenomenon happening in the sky that they lying and telling you that they're aliens. And writing their good old little stories about these little big old gray people with big ass eyeballs that they, allegedly in cahoots with or whatever. But you gonna find out real quick, because the Most High said there will be signs in the heavens, and it says the chariots will start revealing themselves. As far as I'm concerned, everything he has said has been happening. There are signs in the heavens like a mofo, and these chariots are revealing the hell out of themselves. And every nation will flee back to his own land. Yes, they will, and my people will be at rest and quiet, and no one will make them afraid. And then now it's ass kicking time. You know why? What do you think he talking about when he says 10 men will be left to a city and a man gonna wish to see another one? He ain't talking about us. He talking about them. Remember, he said every nation. He didn't say every city. He said every nation. That means a race that had part in my people's captivity, I will utterly destroy. Now, question. If I utterly destroy your city, wouldn't that leave maybe 5 to 10 people left? And wouldn't you long to see another person because there's nobody around? Why do you think it says all the nations are going to come together in the book of Ezekiel? All of them. And it says it's going to come like a storm to take a spoil. Because it's not, as far as like these countries being big, it's not going to be like that. He's going to knock them all down. Like, that's where it says the blood is going to be up to his chest. Like, y'all think this shit a joke? Like, you think they called the creator the terrible demon god last time? What? He about to be the super terrible demon. Cause what he about to do ain't gonna be cute. It ain't. This is not gonna be cute. It ain't gonna be no laughing going on. None of that. And you got people that got a problem with it, but that's your problem. I mean, I ain't getting into it. Nope, I'm out of my motherfucking business. Do what you do. This is your creation. You made all of us. You want to get rid of us? Ain't shit I can say. Do what you do. But, this is see, this is the thing, right? There's laws in place. There were laws in place for things so certain things are not supposed to happen. Like, you're not supposed to go invade another man's land and remove his mark, his marker off his land and steal his land. You ain't supposed to do that. You know what's supposed to happen to you if you do that. All these things they doing, stealing people's minerals, giving out in unbalanced weights and stuff. All these things that you're doing, you ain't supposed to be doing it. You know you ain't. You dead fucking wrong. You running around oppressing people, got fucking kids digging dirt and shit for minerals and stuff and ain't giving them nothing. Like, what the fuck make you, and me, you know, the shit that make me mad is that it's a lot of our people that's cool with that shit. They good with it. Like, they don't care. It ain't me, and that's fucked up. That's some, like, back in the day in the 80s, it would have been we probably would have been tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us had a lot more morals. But these people today, they don't have none. They really don't. That's why they don't have a problem with selling their morals for that piece of cotton, for that fake money, for this fake riches, this vain shit they got, sitting there holding money to their face like it's a damn phone and shit, dumb shit. They don't have no morals. These men giving up their manhood and all, and I ain't trying to hear that shit. Them people ain't gonna let you get all these millions of dollars being one of us, and you ain't defiling yourself. Fuck out of here. They gotta have something on you. So when they tell you don't put into your communities, don't help your fucking people, you ain't got a leg to stand on and nothing else to do with it either. Ain't shit you gonna say but yes sir. Or they gonna show that video on the nightly news of you getting your ass plugged. Like, the hell out of here. I'm not trying to hear that. All these dudes with all this money, what do you think about it? Every last one of them wearing dresses and acting like girls. Because they getting plugged in their ass. And they like it. Look at all these little rappers don't start putting makeup on and fingernail polish. Like, what you think happening to them? Them executives done plugged them in their ass, and they liked it. Now they getting plugged in their ass from the regular. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. It's like when you first start that industry, right? They give you a little taste, but once you get your little first, I give you like probably, I'll say maybe your third album and the second album, because they gotta test the waters. They gonna give you a little money, see what you gonna do. You know, give you a couple million, make your album gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? See how you act, send you to these freaky ass parties, see how you act. You know what I'm saying? And then they going, once they realize, it's like, let's pull so-and-so in the office because he saw sucking on and he ain't say shit. He ain't leaving nothing. No. Oh, alright. Motherfucker probably come in that nigga office, nigga be sitting in a chair with his man hanging out and shit. Talking about you wanna be rich like so and so, you know what you gotta do. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, these weak niggas be doing it, dog. They be doing that shit. That's why they be the way they are. All these basketball players and shit wearing dresses, talking about it's new style. It ain't no style. You grooming our kids to be girls. You grooming our little boys to be women. Trying to tell our sons that this okay to be a little freaky freak, and only thing you doing is turning this into Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what you doing. You're turning it right back into what from the past, because it's nothing new under the sun. The stuff they do, it ain't nothing new about this stuff. This ain't nothing new. That's why I was telling you, even with the technology, all this stuff they telling you that's new, they inventing, it ain't new. They just bringing it out and repackaging it. That's all they doing. This society is actually slow compared to the society before. It really is. And I can show you the fastest way to tell that this society has shit on the old society. All you gotta do is look at the buildings. These old ass buildings still standing, and the ones they build is falling apart. Yeah. Yep. Think about that. Even the old factory buildings, they still standing. All that shit they done been through, they still standing. This shit be falling apart, y'all. This old ass building, look. They didn't build this. This shit, this not their work. You can tell their work and you can tell our work. Ancient work. Look at the gray, I don't know if you can see the gray houses down there. If I zoom in, maybe. See the gray houses right there? I'm gonna get up on them anyway. But if you look at these gray houses right there, right? Those houses look like fucking Legos. And if you even look at the houses that's on just the regular street houses, right? Look at the top of those houses. Look at the craftsmanship. Look at the Art Deco. Look at it. The geometry. Look at all the precise angles and the. You see what I'm saying? These are old houses. Then you look at this gray house right here. It look like a fucking box. It has nothing to it. Then you look at this old house. Look at it. Look at the old house. Look at the new house. You see the difference? Do you see the difference? Look. See the difference? Look at the building. Look at the new building. Nothing. Y'all, they can't build what we build. So the stuff that they telling you they invent, they ain't inventing shit. It's always been here. It's nothing new under the sun. That's why the Creator tell you that. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Not a damn thing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do y'all know that these poles were never in the ground? There were no poles in the ground because we took power from the ether. That's why you remember those old TV antennas they told you we had. Remember the straight ones with the little lines going across? It looked like a ground symbol. That was the pull energy from the sky, the radio wave, and that's why all your houses had copper all on the top of them. It was a conductor. That's why everything was linked in one circuit. I'm telling y'all, listen. This shit, what they did was they made a grid. And this grid is is on a bad frequency. That's why I told you, if you go out into the country where there's no power lines, you'll be so much relaxed. Like, you ever notice, like, when you go on a trip, you are so relaxed, but then when you come back, it's like you start getting all frustrated and all that, and it's like, oh, back to the hustle and bustle. It's the frequency. They got you in a grid to keep the fucking frequency down. This shit is a big thing, y'all. This ain't nothing. Y'all don't understand. Like, when shit really start coming out, when all this stuff that they've been doing starts coming out, and you know, the world starts telling the truth, like what's really been going on, y'all gonna be pissed. It's gonna be a lot of pissed people. And that's where, and I hope I posted the video, but I said in one video that, you know, I was talking about the Caucasian people, how y'all get the innocent role right now. But after all this information come out, y'all gonna get the tyrant role. Y'all not gonna be the innocent people that y'all say y'all are. Y'all not. And that's where you gonna start hearing it, you know, where it says, damn. These motherfuckers really tried to fight the Creator like this. Man, listen, y'all. Y'all don't have a damn clue. This shit gonna get so crazy. You know what I mean? People, you could be sitting there looking like, damn, like, wow, this shit is wow. But And that's real talk, y'all. It's really gonna be something else. When the Most High say He gonna do a work on this earth, you won't believe, because He done let this shit. He done let it go. He done let them really. He let them get their shit off. He really did. And He let them get so high up in pride, right? They're so high up in pride, y'all, that they really, like, listen, they know that there's a creator. They know that. Listen, matter of fact, I'm going to put y'all deep with something, because I know y'all don't know. Y'all think y'all know. A lot of y'all don't know. So, you know, when they show you that sun, right? They tell you it's the sun. Y'all know that's just a simulation, right? That's not the real sun. So when they showing you all these explosions and stuff happening up the sun, that is not real. That is fake. Now, when you go onto the NASA thing and you go and tap into the satellite, and it peers out past the firmament, out into the void, what is in where they tell you the sun? It's blacked out, right? It's a dark circle. Why would you black out the sun and then give us a simulation? Ask yourself that question. If you can look out into the void past the firmament, right, up into the heavens, why would you black it out if the sun is up there? But then you're going to make a sun off of AI simulator and tell us it's the sun. So these explosions, all this shit y'all talking about, that shit ain't real. I'm going to tell you what that is they blacked out. That's the Most High. His throne right there. That's why they got that big ass black circle there. They don't want you to see what the fuck's sitting right there. That's what's up there. You can see the energy coming off of him. What it tell you? He a ever consuming fire. Think about that, y'all. I want y'all to think about what I'm saying to y'all. Why would you set up from your telescopes, right, that you can peer past into the through the firmament, because firmament ain't nothing but ice, so it's just like looking through glass, right? And look, and you can pinpoint where they tell you the sun is, but then they black it out, and then they give you a simulator and tell you this is the sun. Why would they do that? What the fuck is the difference between the real sun and the sun that you showing us? You don't black out the stars. See what I'm saying? Because they know what that is. They know exactly what that is. Now, if you read the book of Enoch, it tell you that his floor and his ceilings are flame. It's fire, right? And then when you look at that that thing with the blacked out part in the middle, you can see flame, like particles, flame coming off of it, coming out the sides of it. They know that's the Most High sitting there. They know. They like, man, we can't let them see this shit. Because the first thing is this, right? First thing that's going to do is prove that there's a creator. That's number one. Number two, that whole universe shit, the ball spinning stuff, all that shit going in trash. Right? All that go away. That's number two. Number three, once it is set in stone that we are his children, and that's our father, our fucking chest is going to get so puffed with heart and like, fuck you, man, you think we talking crazy, these motherfuckers? Man, please. Please, y'all. Y'all have no clue. No clue at all. This shit gonna be, it'll be different. And I'm gonna tell you what's happening. That firmament, the Most High is breaking that firmament. See, everybody think about stuff breaking real fast. Nah, you can't break it like they gonna kill it. You probably kill half his people. And then there's water up there. So stuff that he gonna do it the way he do it. I don't know how he gonna do it. What he doing? I don't know. I ain't getting all that. All I'm telling you is this, right? When that motherfucker open up, you gonna see what you gonna see. And that's where you get that scripture where it says that they gonna go run into the caves and say, fall on us and hide us for the face of him that sit on the throne. Why would they be scared of somebody that's sitting on the throne? Hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne. Now think about what I just said. The firmament is going to open. They're going to run into the mountains and ask the mountain to fall on them and hide them from the face of him that sit on the throne. Think about what I just said. Real shit. Just think about what I said. They want you to hide you from him face that sits on the throne, y'all. Why? And it didn't say he left. It just says he on the throne. So that means they're gonna be able to look up in the sky and see this shit like, oh shit, we in trouble. Run in the mountains, run to your bunkers. Come on, get underground. That's what that scripture talking about. It ain't like he gonna be flying around like Mobius in the fucking chair. Nah, that sky gonna open and everybody gonna see that shit and be like, oh shit, this ain't no ball. And the ones that was been doing the bullshit, they gonna run right to they fucking bunkers, just like they been doing right now. Why you think the CEOs is leaving? Why you think all this shit is happening? They know. They getting the fuck out of Dodge where they trying to. And they tell you that we gonna dig them out of the holes of the cleft of the rocks and out of their bunkers, out the dens in the earth. That's what it's talking about. Hey, it's crazy, y'all. I mean, there's no way y'all shouldn't know that. There's no way. But people don't know. People don't know. So all I'm telling y'all is stop listening to these fucking people, man. Stop listening to these people and listen to the Creator. Listen to the words that he's saying. Like, stop listening to their words. Because you don't have to translate somebody telling you, I'm going to crack that sky open. And all you motherfuckers going to be scared when you see me sitting there. When y'all said, this ain't me and this, all this bullshit y'all made up about me, right? That's what the fuck that's saying. You ain't got to translate that. What the fuck is to translate about that? If I translate that, I'm going to come here and destroy everybody that hurt my kids. You got to translate what the fuck I'm saying? No. Fuck no. You know exactly what the hell I just said. You got to translate, I say, all the curses I laid on my sons and my daughters, I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them on y'all now. You got to translate that? You don't know what the hell I just said? If I curse my kids and my kids is going through hell and I decide to take those curses and put them on you, and all of a sudden you start going through hell, you telling me that's something you got to translate? If I tell you, all right, matter of fact, let's do this, right? So you got people in the like church, people that go to churches, and people that like that Christian stuff that read that New Testament telling you can eat pig's flesh, swine's flesh, right? So let me just say this, right? Let me ask you, what is so translatable about, right? All right, so after, because this is in Ezekiel, after the destruction, after all the desolate places are being rebuilt, right? That's the cities that was destroyed by the foreign people that came and took the land, right? And it says after all that, right? He said, if you will be thrust. He said, if I catch you hiding behind a tree, eating swine's flesh, you will be thrust through with a sword. Now, if somebody sit here and say that you got to translate that, it is something wrong with you. Because if I tell you, if I catch you eating pig, I'm going to blow your shit off. I guarantee you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's exactly what you was just told. If any of you are caught hiding behind a tree, that means you're doing it in secret, like, oh shit, ain't nobody gonna see me. And you eating that pig's flesh, you eating pork, and you get caught, and somebody pull a big ass sword out and stab the shit out of you. What does that mean? It ain't no fucking translating about it. These niggas done went shopping. Look at this shit here. Let me call y'all back, because I'm about to terrorize some kids. I want y'all to see this shit. Look at my sons. So I got two sons. My two sons well, the little boy ain't my son. But you see that light-skinned one right there? Yeah, the one with the hair. That's him. That's my oldest, right? Hold on. Where that other little one at? Oh, the tall one. He done walk somewhere with his girlfriend. Yeah, look. See, he waving. Look at him. Don't come over here. Look, now you want to come over here because he done hear. What's going on? What y'all doing?
Oh, no, we went to the store to go get a camera, but they didn't have a camera, so.
What is all that?
Oh, it's a figure.
Don't go in that street, boy.
I said stay there. It's a figure.
See the shit I gotta deal with? Look at this bullshit. It's a grown-ass man, y'all.
These cost money. Sell it, get some money.
Whatever. Where your brother at?
Go to the store.
Yeah, they did. Nobody called and said, Dad, y'all want something to eat? Like,
oh, he
I don't get no love.
He got him McDonald's. He was hungry. Well, they both was hungry.
Why you give him McDonald's his food now?
No, two that did. When we went to pick up Jazz, he got McDonald's.
Stop giving them that garbage.
Yeah, that'd be them. Relax.
You want to go in the house? Go open the door. It should be open.
My mom bought him a Spider-Man toy, so now he won't please him.
I don't blame him. Alright, well, I'm about to come in there. I'm doing my video. So now they know what you look like. You ain't beautiful. You're high yellow. Well, the other one, I don't know where he at. He went to the store with his little girlfriend. But yeah. So, I don't know why they bought that little boy that nasty ass shit. But excuse me, that's my my oldest son. That's his mom's kid. I ain't even gonna start. But yeah. So yeah. Nothing in it has to be interpreted. It ain't nothing to be fucking interpreted. This shit ain't hard to understand. And I tell you I'm gonna do something, you know what the hell I'm talking about. It's fucking, you gotta interpret it. Ain't shit gotta be interpreted. That shit ain't in no different fucking language. You reading it in English, you know what the hell it's telling you. Like, it's just retarded, because what happens is a person don't want to admit that it's telling you what you're saying. So when they saying, oh, you can eat pork, and it's saying, if I catch you eating pork, I'm going to kill you. That's what it's telling you. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but that's what the hell it's saying. And they say, oh, no, it's got to be interpreted. There ain't nothing to interpret about that. There ain't nothing got to get interpreted. You know exactly what the hell that means. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? They need to stop lying. Then you lying on the creator. Like, listen. This is the dumbest thing you can do. You read these words, you read something, it send a chill in your body, whatever it do to you. And then you turn around and you regurgitate a lie that the preacher told you, and you know that ain't what that book say. You know that ain't what that book say. That's like when I was watching the brother G Dash. That's the brother. I was trying to remember his name like 2,000 times. G-Dash, he got on that joint and he said to the people, show me the bull name one time in the Torah. And you know what happens? Oh, there go my son right there. Yeah. But you know what happens? They can't show you. Because it's not in there. And then they'll tell you, oh, well, Isaiah 41 where it says he was whipped for our iniquities. Well, if you read like you're supposed to read, and you read those sentences and those paragraphs and you break them down the way they're supposed to be broken down, you would know that when it says he, she, him, my bride, Israel, Jacob, it's talking about a nation of people. It's not talking about one person, because the Most High deals with nations, not individuals. We do deal with individuals when it's his prophet. But what his prophet does is he goes to the nation. He does not go to one damn person, not unless the person has power over a lot of people. So, and this is the easiest way to find out who he's talking about when he says he, her, him, she, my bride. Is all you got to do is go to Hosea 11:1. I think, is it, or was it 9:1? Well, the one that says, when Israel was a child, then I loved him, and I called my son out of Egypt. As I called, so they went. How the hell did it go from singular to plural? It says, as I called, so they went. The next sentence says, they begin to make oblations to Balaam. Where in the fucking hell did you even hear that man's name at? And his name was never called Israel. And the only person that was ever called Israel was Jacob. And Jacob was not alive during this time. And Jacob's children was called Israel, the nation. After the 12 sons had kids. And their kids had kids and kids and only kids. That's the only ones that was called Israel. So it says, when Israel was a child, when the nation of Israel was in its infancy, then I loved them. That's what it says, or him. As I called, or it says, and I called my son out of Egypt. My son, he's talking about the nation. As I called, so they went. He went right to plural. And then it says, they begin to make oblations to Balaam. Who the hell is they if they ain't talking about a nation of people? And it damn sure ain't talking about some out of Egypt have I called my son. And it wasn't talking about no damn dude. Because it never said his name. It's talking about the nation. And if it was talking about dude, then that means dude started making oblations to Balaam. Sacrifices. Think about it. And there's plenty other scriptures that do the same thing. It'll go from he, him, or singular, right to plural. Matter of fact, Exodus 4:20 do it. When he told Moses to, what? Let my son go so he may worship me. So who did Moses go to free? Jesus or the people, the nation of Israel? So if he's talking about the nation of Israel, why would he call him son if it's just one person? You see what I'm saying? And they did that to trick you. They did it to trick you. But this is called comprehension. When you sitting there and you're reading something and this stuff starts to happen, you should be able to catch it. Like, wait, whoa. You cannot keep going with the status quo where everybody say it is. It's not what it is. It's what the creators say. You can only have one only begotten. You can only have one firstborn. That's it. And it clearly tells you, Exodus 4:20, that Israel is his firstborn, his only begotten. There is no other borns after that. You can only have one. So you telling me in the second book the Most High didn't mean what he said? So then who the hell was he talking about? Like, come on, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there was somebody that was actually punished. He actually took on punishment for us. That was Ezekiel. He was bound and he had to lay on his side. One side for a certain amount of time for the northern tribe, and one and then bound and laid on another side for the southern tribe. Yep. And and then he had to eat some fucked up shit. I don't know if it was shit. I don't know what it was, but I know he had to eat something that wasn't good. And you need to like think about that, because that's in the scriptures. It tells you. Then you got people. Now listen, I want y'all to understand something. The Creator tells you that the other people can be saved, right? They can. Only if they come under his people. They have to submit to his children. They have to. If you don't submit to his children, because you got to think about it. This is why he say what he say. He says, I have only known you out of all the families of the earth. So I'm going to punish you for your iniquities, because we the only ones that knows his laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments. We the only ones that know when people, they pass certain laws, we turn our face up. And we turn our face up because we know that shit ain't right. We know that shit ain't right. That's why we turn our face up. Like, man, what the fuck? So this is what he's talking about, right? The other nations don't know what they do now. They know his laws now, and actually that they set themselves up. But I'll get into that in a second. But during in the beginning, they didn't know. He only knew us, and that's why he said, "Yet will I choose Israel." So he's saying that he got all these people that's reading his law, statutes, and commandments, and he's saying, "Oh, they gonna do them to a certain extent." Because after a while, they're going to get filled up with pride and feel that they can just do what they want. And that's when he says, but yet I will choose Israel. So all the laws, everything that's going to come through, because they have tainted the law. They twisted them. They turned them into worship my God. My God is the son of your God. Like, that's what my God is your God. Like, that's what they doing. So he like, nah, I'm gonna get this shit back to my kids like it is. You know, they fuck up, but they ain't never do no shit like this. So that's what he's saying. So he said, yet I would choose Israel. So all the nations gonna have to come under us. Whoever's gonna come under us, he said, yeah, I will treat you. They're gonna be treated like a brother. Reason why they're gonna get treated like a brother is because they're following the Most High's ways through us to the letter. He's gonna give them land and all, because they're gonna be like family. You see what I'm saying? We do that now. We'll have somebody from the other nations grow up with us, be around us, and he could walk up in our mom house like it's his mom house. Hey mom, y'all know the rules. Like, come on. Y'all act like, I keep telling y'all, this is about us. This is our book. All you gotta do is pay attention to the mannerisms and the personality. This is our personalities. So when he's telling you that these people can be saved under us, that's what it's talking about. They cannot individually save themselves. They have to come under his people. You walking around talking, I'm not submitting to them, he gonna do it. Nah, that shit don't work like that. And if you think because your ass jumped up and spoke some goddamn weird ass 2 letters and you keep repeating them and you jerking it and you talking about you saved, you're gonna find out you not. Because that's not saved. I'm gonna tell you, you know how you save yourself? I'm gonna tell you exactly how to save yourself. Keep my commandments. That's how you save yourself. You want to know how to be saved? I'm going to tell you, this is how you cannot lose your life. Because a lot of us is. Because we don't listen. We stiff-necked. You want to live. Keep my commandments. There's certain laws that you break that cause for your destruction. And adultery is one of them. So all you women that done divorced your husband and went and remarried, sweetheart, you're not divorced. You are in adultery right now. And you're going to find out the hard way. Because as you taking your last breath and you go into that darkness, you will be no more. There ain't no more thoughts. There ain't no more what's this. Ain't none of that. It's over. It ain't none of that. Oh, I died. Oh, it's none of that. You cease to exist. Meaning that everything you was, it's over with. Ain't no do-overs. Ain't no please, I'm sorry, Father. That's what I keep telling y'all. The fucking stories in that goddamn New Testament is fake. Talking about boy went to hell. I forgot that shit. That story in the New Testament. The dude went to hell and he begged, could he come back and warn his brothers? Where did y'all? It tells you when you die, you gone. Ain't no thoughts. Ain't no woulda, coulda, shouldas. Ain't none of that. Everything you've done is no more. You are forgotten about on the earth. Your name is over with. You're not sitting in some spirit realm talking about, man, my next life, I'm going to make sure. That's not how this shit go. It's not how it go, y'all. It's not what's happening. That spark, that energy, that spirit go back. It goes back. That's why you see it come out the chest and go up through the ceiling. The little glowing little light is transparent, but it glows. And when someone passes away, look at the center of their chest, right where the heart, somewhere like right where that where your cleavage is, right at that bottom, that little pit right there. Look right there when they die. When they take their last breath, watch that little light that come out their chest. I'm telling y'all. This is what it is. This is what it is. All this this shit. So that see, listen, when you get I can do it again, or this, that. When you get this in your head that you can cry out while you dead and all that shit, that's telling you like, okay, well, I can do what I want now, and then later on I'm good. No. That ain't how it go. It ain't. I'm sorry. That's not. The only time you can get forgiven for your sins is if you ask for it while you alive. And let me tell you something. Repenting is not saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry don't get you the medal of you forgiven. Because and this is something I've done in so many videos. I can't even count on how many times I did this in my hand. If your man cheats on his wife and go to his wife and say, I'm sorry, she gonna look at that nigga like he done banged his head on the wall. You might as well go ahead and jump off a fucking bridge. Because she's not gonna believe you. And that shit ain't gonna go by that easy. So if your wife ain't gonna sit there and forgive you for what you did, what makes you think the Creator gonna believe that bullshit you talking? How many times when you was younger you got drunk and you was crying to me, oh God, please, just get me through this and I'll never drink again, and then all of a sudden you wake up the next day and you find and your ass right back to drinking? Yeah. Riddle me that one. You see what I'm saying? Riddle me that one. This is what we talking about, y'all. This is what we talking about. So you gotta this is why you have to read. And the only thing, this is what, so it tells you, you get instruction on how to repent. There are instructions on how to repent to the Creator. It's the same way you would repent to a woman. The only thing that's different is the sackcloth. And I'm going to tell you how, right? The Most High tells you to cut off your hair. All of it. To sit in ash. Pretty much you're dirty. Take off your wonderful garments and put on sackcloth and sit in ash. Cry and lament about your sin. So you got to mean what you say and say what you mean. Right? Now, if you cheat on your wife, right? And you really, that shit really fucking with you, right? What happens? You stop taking care of yourself, right? Because now you in a slump. You literally will sit. I done seen dudes sit in a fucking room and won't wash up, right? He's sitting in ash. He's dirty. He's sitting in ash. He stinks. Some people cut their fucking hair off. I've seen it. When they called it refreshing themselves, but they done lost weight. They won't wash up. They won't eat. You fasting. You fast. So like this is a fast, right? So when you do some fucked up shit and you know you it's a possibility you could lose your family. Your wife is not trying to hear you, bro. You don't eat. You don't drink no water. Your body literally puts itself in a fast mode, right? So now your spirit is fucking repenting for you because your ignorant ass don't know how to. So your body, your spirit's literally doing it. So you don't eat. You don't drink water. You don't wash up. You don't change your clothes. And you fucking cry and lament. And all these grown ass men can sit here talk that shit they want to talk. When you behind closed fucking doors and you in that room by yourself, nigga, you in there like a whole bitch. And you know it. Because don't no man want to lose this fucking family, especially when he got time in with it. No man wants to lose his family. No man. And that's you repenting. That's how you repent. The same shit you do for your wife, not and you're doing it unconsciously. It's just that you can't handle it, so your spirit takes over, and your spirit like, all right, I got to get this shit right. So now when your wife see you in the state you in, she actually starts to feel sorry for you. Because she see you vulnerable. And listen, with men, you cannot let your wife see you vulnerable all the time. Because then it starts to turn into a weakness. But if, you got to think about it. If a woman know you to be masculine all the time, bro, I want y'all to hear me. If a woman know her husband, he's masculine. He's a fucking pillar of stone. That's what she know. My husband don't cry. My husband this, whatever. He don't do it in front of me. And he cheat on her. And she just happened to come where he at. And that motherfucker in that room, red-eyed, nigga look like he done smoked 10 pounds of crack. Hair off. He done cut his hair off, tripping and shit. He stink. He dirty as shit. He done lost all his weight. He ain't eating. He ain't drinking no water. You ain't gonna tell me that ain't gonna fuck with that woman mind. She gonna say, oh shit. I never seen him like that for me. That mean he care about me. He ain't never been like, I never seen my husband like that. Ever. That mean he really, really fucked up and he really want this to work. That's what the fuck gonna go through her mind. Because she not used to seeing you like that. And that's the same thing you're going to do. That's what the Creator tell you to do. It's in the scriptures. And when they tell you to put on sackcloth, sackcloth is putting on dirty garments like low clothes, bummy shit. That's the only word I can use y'all can understand. It's like being a homeless person, putting on bummy ass clothes. It's shit that people don't want because that shit itch. Believe me, I know. You know what I'm saying? It itch. Especially in the summertime. That shit is unbearable. God damn. It's like somebody put sandpaper on you with fucking fiberglass. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit is uncomfortable. And it's meant to be uncomfortable. And then now you're sweating. You know what I'm saying? And you're not eating. You don't drink. You're not drinking the water. You got dirt all over you. Like, bro. Yeah. Yeah. No, the creator know what the fuck he doing, y'all. He on point with his shit. You dig me? So, you know, this is what it is. And this is the thing, y'all. I keep telling y'all. All you got to do is look at your people. Read the scriptures. Look at your people. That shit fit like OJ's glove would never fit. Because this glove fit like a motherfucker. You know, quitting this one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look, man. We got to stop letting people tell us about our heritage. We're not in a religion. Somebody get on these things and tell you our religion. We don't have a fucking religion. We have a heritage. This is the way our family network was ran. Through all our families. This is what our ancestors did. This is how we kept our families. That's what it is. All this shit they telling you, this is their religion. They created this to be part of it. They want parts. They want parts. And the only way you're going to get parts, you got to come up under his people. That's the only way. If you look at it, right, if a rich family adopt a son, don't that adopted son got to come up under the son? The actual son? Isn't that who the dad linking with? Hey, listen, go help out your brother. This your new brother. He don't put the adopted son before his natural born son. He don't. So it's a lot of stuff that's just out of line, and they doing it because they want you out of line, man. They want you to be out of line because they're out of line. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the fact is this. You can compare that book right to us, the Torah, or right to us. There's no way you can't single out bullshit when you hear it. And there's no way you can't single that shit out in that goddamn that new tune, because that book don't even make sense. It don't. And then the shit that pisses me off is like even like in the Torah when it talks about when Daniel called to Michael, right, the angel Michael at the river. I forgot the name of that river, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And when Michael came, he told Daniel he was held up by the prince, the prince of Persia, right, or whatever. I think it's entity, an angel. I don't know how that shit go, but because it don't get into depth about it. But I don't know if he had to fuck him up. I don't know what happened, but irregardless, right? It describes what Michael looks like. It tells you what Michael has on, and it tells you what he looks like. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck y'all get that to Jesus, where it clearly has nothing to do with him. It was Daniel, and Michael was sent to him, and as soon as it says Michael came rushing like in this crazy speed, and then it describes what he had on and what he looked like. That's what it do. Where the hell do y'all get? Where do these people, like, they just stick this motherfucker everywhere? And then I want to know something else. Answer this question for me. Show me in the Torah where you hear David, any of the prophets, in the spirit. In the spirit. What spirit? Because I'm going to tell you something. You know, only spirit that come down on you, and it don't come down on you the way they tell you all that weird shit they talking about. No. When the Most High anoints you, you can it's knowledge, and you can see the aura. You can see an aura. Like it says Moses' face shined like the sun. That means it was an aura about Moses. That means that melanin was sparkling. It ain't say nothing that somebody in some fucking trance in the spirit. That sounds demonic. So when you reading that John thing and they talking about at Patmos and he talking about he was in the spirit, what are you talking about? The Most High anoints you. You get knowledge, and then you have the presence. That means your ass start glowing. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, what the fuck? You know? Like, we got to start separating stuff because a lot of this shit don't make sense. It don't. It's like, what is going on? You know what I mean? What is going on? And it's amazing how y'all can't tell something that sounds more witchcrafty than normal shit. Normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight normal shit. Like, let me think of something that's that happens that's normal. Okay, let's use this one. This is this motherfucker that be taking up all the goddamn parking spots. So, alright, but I ain't got time for this shit right now. So, let's just say this, right? And, in the days when we were free, who would marry you? Did a pastor marry you? Did a bishop marry you? Who married you? Who married you? I bet you y'all don't know. Here, let me tell you who married you. Your fucking dad did. The father gave the daughter. Yeah. Yeah, this is why you had to pay a dowry. Because you was taking away from the family. So you had to pay a dowry. Because the daughter is an asset to that family. So when the daughter's leaving the family, you have to pay a dowry to that family, right? Boom. Let me tell you how this shit go. Usually the dad would already have a man picked out for his child, his daughter. Usually that's how it would go. It would be arranged already, right? Now, this is the thing. Let's just say a man seen this a woman, he thought she was beautiful, whatever. However it go. If that man went up to that woman and tried to talk to her, he would be in so much trouble. Tons of trouble. That man is supposed to go find out who that woman's father is and present himself to that father. That father would be the one that would check his lineage and vet that man. Right? That the father would. right? Because a man know when another man on some bullshit. A woman, yeah, I'm not, and the sisters, don't take this the wrong way. You gotta take it for what it is. Y'all are emotional, and that is the most beautiful part about y'all. If you're in line with what you use your emotions for, so y'all can see a nice looking man, and that will literally alter your mindset. It will, especially if you're in the wrong state of mind already. That's one thing. The man can smell a certain way that can alter your mind because you're going off your emotions. So the father would vet the man because a man knows a man. That's one thing for sure. A man know men. That's the fuck for sure. So the father would vet the man. So let's just say the father approved the man. The father then would represent his daughter to the man. Let the man meet his daughter. Truth. Ain't no going on no dates. That man is to come up with a dowry. Ain't no dating. You better come to me to marry my daughter and to create a family. But this is your job. This is what you got to do before I even give you my daughter. You have to pay a dowry, number one, right, to the family. Number two, I give you a year. You have to go build a home for my daughter. You have to have servants, people to cater to my daughter, not like, that extra shit, but you have to have some type of servants. And you also have to have a secondary house for my daughter. So you had to have 2 homes and a dowry and servants before you can take my daughter out of my house. And before you married, my daughter's to marry and all that. And the way the marriage, after the father, they have the ceremony, and because pretty much it's not really a ceremony. It's actually like a get together, but there's a contract. You make a contract with the father, the family, and you make a contract with the creator, right? This is the contract you go into, right? Right after that, you are to go into the bedroom chamber. Do you know why you go into the bedroom chamber? Because the marriage is not a marriage unless the man goes into the woman. When the man goes into his wife, the marriage is sealed. That's it. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So now, you did everything you're supposed to do. Y'all married. Y'all sealed the deal. Boom. The marriage official because you went into her. Boom. Y'all move into the crib. Y'all got your service. 2 weeks after that, wife ministration come on. You know what the wife got to do? Wife and her servants go to the secondary house because the wife is unclean now. Do you know why the wife is unclean? Because she's in her cleansing process. She's in her bloodletting process. And if you know anything about the Most High, He do not like you touching blood. Dead blood. And only the priests are allowed to touch, well, not all the time, because you can actually, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, well, when you, I think it's the sacrificial law. I think the priest does sacrifice to take the blood, put it on your forehead. And I got to remember how to do it. I haven't read it in a while. But certain ceremonies, you are allowed to cook, slay the animal and cook it, whatever, so on. Right? But the Most High, if you see a dead carcass on the ground, you cannot touch it. You'll be defiled. You'll be unclean. So it's the same thing with a woman when she's in her cleaning cycle. She's unclean, so she has to leave the house until she's clean, right? And I think it's like 3 days after it stops is when she can come back, But that the secondary house is for that. The husband cannot lay in the bed with his wife when she's on her cycle. That's law. But when you're in captivity and you ain't got shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what we're saying. This is what I'm talking about. This is why the Most High tell you, keep my fucking commandments. You want to live? Keep my commandments, bro. You break my laws, you die. You keep my laws, you live. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he told David. I mean, not David. Adamu. You break my laws, you're going to die. He didn't say tomorrow. But did he not die? But it could have been tomorrow to him, but not to him. You dig what I'm saying? So, that's the thing, y'all. The wages of sin is what? Death. When you break the law, you die. Because if you are committing adultery, you can literally catch a parasite. And this parasite can kill you, right? Or the woman's husband can kill you. Or your wife can kill you, right? There's just a lot of killing going on, right? When you're robbing, running around stealing from people, you can steal from the wrong person, and that could be the end of it for you. To get your ass out of here. So there's a lot with this. The wages of sin. It says the wages. So when you're constantly sinning, eventually your ass got a check to cash. You might not like it, but you gonna cash that motherfucking check. So you want to live? Stop breaking his fucking laws. And I'm going to tell you the main law you got to stop breaking, the Sabbath. I'm even fucking up on that because I was going by the moon, but now I got to look into that because that might not be right. Even though it does line up, but I don't know. I'm going to just look into it. But it does say, I mean, when I tell you they did a job to us, they did a fucking job to us, y'all. They really did. Like, we all the way off. You know what I'm saying? And that's like why one of the main reasons why he said he gonna forgive us, because we off. We don't even know which way we going. So you got brothers up here telling you this is the way it's supposed to be. You can't say that because it tell you in the scriptures the Most High said, I'm gonna teach you my ways again. So he gotta teach us. So that means even some of the shit I'm saying might not be right. You know what I mean? You know, but what I ain't gonna do, I'm not going to do no sacrificial law, because the sacrifices, that's the only laws that's done away with, because you have no temple. You have no priest. The Creator's not talking to us. So there is no such thing as an unblemished animal right now. So there's a lot of shit missing. So how you gonna keep Passover? Like, you talking about roasting lamb and all. How you gonna do that? So now you roasting defiled animals to the Creator? If you gonna do anything about with Passover, just keep it in your mind. Don't work on that day. But don't sit there and call yourself roasting lamb and making it a sweet savor unto the Most High. Come on, y'all. That's so disrespectful. Because if he tell you got to have an animal that's unblemished, right? And you know these people done fucked up every animal there is on earth, right? And then he tells you he picks the spot that you're going to have it at. The Creator picks the spot where you're going to have it at. And that's not happening. And then you got to have one of the priests, one of the Levites to do the sacrifice. What the fuck is you talking about? You can't just do what you want. Don't work like that, man. That's disrespectful. And that's like one of the reasons why he was pissed off at us for that. Because of the stupid shit we do. We trying so hard to make it right, but you got to be careful about who's saying they making it right. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. They not. A lot of these people hate the Creator, y'all. Hating with a passion. You gotta be careful with that, man. You can't. Nope. But listen. I'm about to shut this joint down. I done been running my mouth for an hour, 10 minutes, and 22, 23, 24, 25 seconds so far. So, you know, this is just like, I don't know, y'all. You know what I mean? I really don't know. I just hope, you know, my thing is, I just hope y'all hear me, man. Y'all listen to what I'm saying, and just get in the book and read it. It's right there. Like, you know what I really would like to hear a comment on? Genesis 5. About him creating he, them, they, the, her, and him, and them, those folks. And then tell me that that's talking about Adam and Eve. The one Adam and Eve. Because if you're reading that, and you read Genesis from, let's say 4 to 10. Is it 10? No, 4 to about what? Let's just say 15. It's nowhere in the world you can't tell something's wrong. Like I said, where the hell did Cain's wife come from? Who the hell names Nod, the city of Nod? Who did that? Or the land of Nod? And who is these fucking people he talking about? If they see him, they gonna kill him. And who is these people the Most High talking about? He gonna put a mark on you. If anybody touch Cain, I'm gonna punish him sevenfold. So who the hell is he talking to? And, you know, of course I done heard some stupid ass fucking answers. Oh, well, you know, Adam had a wife named Lilith, and then it was 2 daughters. Okay, so what you telling me is that Cain and Abel had incest, and then the daughters got put out the garden too, and Lilith. So who Lilith fucked? To make more men? Or was it just a bunch of women running around being Amazons and shit? And that's who Cain's scared of. And they built the city of Nod. Like, tell me what's popping. Because 3 women did all this. Something ain't right. Then, let's just go to this one. He said, go forth, subdue the earth, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth, right? And then when he made Adam, he placed Adam in the garden and told Adam to till the garden. I didn't see anything in there where he told Adam to go forth in the garden, subdue it, and multiply and fill the garden. That ain't what he said. So, yeah. You tell me. I don't know. What you think? You know what I'm saying? This nigga gay? I don't know. But, I don't know, y'all. But y'all need to sit there and think about that. And, like, yeah, I really want somebody to leave me some comments on that one, because I could go into the Coven Bible and show you where there were more people. Lots of more people. Lots of more people. Which is a big one. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a hall downstairs, so they about to have a shindig here. They about to do the wiggle and the jiggle. Yeah. And if you need to know, the sound does not come upstairs. I mean, it's not like unbearable loud. It's actually slight, because what I did was I put sound padding under the floor, like in the ceiling. So let's put it this way, right? When we was building the 2nd floor, when we put the joists in, and we laid the subfloor down. We put sound padding, right? Double layered it, sound padding. We insulated it. Then we made like a vaulted ceiling, and none of the ceiling is flat. Like, you know, everything just has a space in between. So you got R30, which is really thick in between, with double layers of sound pad, and then the ceiling is vaulted, so it's you know, different heights and shit, and all through there more sound padding, and there is no gaps. It's literally like just laying across. Like if you ever see me walking my door in my videos, you see the sound padding going up my wall. I did that because I like the way it looked, but it's like that, but it's thicker, and it's all up in there. You know, like a regular old ceiling. You just sound padded all that shit. Yeah, I took some adhesive spray, because you know, when you do the insulation, you pull the ears over and tack them to the stud. So it's just all insulation. Then I took adhesive spray, and it literally looks like sound padding, a ceiling of sound padding. And so it barely. I mean, I might get a buzz here, like, but the sound, like people noise, I don't hear none of that. I'll get a little vibration here, a little vibration there, like the window vibrate, you know, little shit, but it don't be no crazy shit. Cause we soundproof the shit out of that motherfucker. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm getting tired. I want to go lay down for a minute. Not that I gotta go to the store and buy some damn brakes and jack this damn truck or put brakes on it, but I don't know. Hey, I enjoy y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoy me. Please leave me some comments about that Genesis 5. Leave me some comments about the stuff I was just talking, because I like talking. That didn't sound good, but yeah, y'all know what I mean. Shalom.